like he was like drawing it towards me, and I was scared. I didn't know what to do, so I turned around. I shot him, and I didn't stop shooting till the bullets ran out.
Hey, this is a step in the right direction, okay? Getting it off your chest.
Oh, what the fuck you right here, man? I'm on 18.
On July 29th, 2020, Maichel Mitchell was speeding, doing 73 in the 55 miles per hour zone when he was stopped by a Louisiana state trooper. During a traffic stop, the trooper became suspicious of bullet holes in the driver's door, and Maichel did not know his address to his house, and the trooper began to investigate. During his investigation, the trooper learned that the owner of the car, also named Maichel, was reported missing out of Monroe, Louisiana. After 30 minutes into the traffic stop, the trooper opened the trunk and found the body of Maichel Robinson Jr. There are 2 parts to this interrogation, one with video and one with only audio. So make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel.
How you doing, Bob? Can I get you something else to drink or some crackers or something? My name's Patrick. This is Michael. I work for the state police. He works here at the sheriff's office, okay? Did you have a wallet or anything on you when I stopped you? You got a driver's license?
Just my phone.
Okay, do you have a driver's license? I know you don't have it on you, but do you have one in general?
Yeah.
Do you have like an ID or anything?
I do, but not.
Okay, that's good. What's your name? Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L.
Mm-hmm.
What's your last name, Michael?
Mitchell.
Maichel Mitchell?
Mm-hmm.
What's your date of birth? I'm going to read you your rights before we do anything else, okay? If you have any questions after I read them, I'll explain it to you, okay? I'm not a lawyer, you're not a lawyer, but before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask any questions and to have him with you during questioning. You understand that? If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. You understand that? If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to stop answering questions at any time until you talk to a lawyer. You understand that? You care if we take these handcuffs off? You want to take those handcuffs off, or you more comfortable with them on? You're not going to run out if I take them off, are you? All right. I don't want to have a running contest this late in the day. You can stand all the way up. You got it? How old are you, Mike?
18.
18. You got out of high school?
Senior this year.
Senior this year? Where you at school at?
Okay.
Okay. What's your phone number for you? Like, where could I, if I wanted to call you, what number would I call?
Call me personally.
Yeah.
318.
Alright, tell me why we're here, my man. They called me on the phone, I was at home, so.
Well, my friends, they want to see it.
Sign that right there, that's what we already read and talked about. Thank you.
So basically, my friends wanted to see, they wanted to see Maichel because they know he was loaded, like he had money and stuff like that. So they hit me up. He was like, hey, yo, link with Mike. All you gotta do is y'all can smoke together. And then when he drop you off, I handle it from there. So, I mean, one thing in my nuggets, so we smoked a little bit. After that, we was like coming down the street, kind of like by my house. And after that, that's when one of my homeboy, he was around the corner, and he was like talking to Mike, like, yeah, like trying to make him feel comfortable or whatever, like trying to be cool with him. And after that, he ended up like talking Mike out of the car, and at this point, like Mike, like he on the door and the car, like he just leaning up right there.
Mm-hmm.
After that, shots just came out, boom, boom, boom. Mike hit the ground. He was holding his stomach. He was like, bro, you shot me in my stomach. After that, he ran to the car, cause he knew Mike had a gun too. He went in there, grabbed Mike's gun. Mike was on the ground. He just did it to him, and that was it.
He did what to him?
He shot him in the head.
Okay. Alright.
After that, he was like, pop the trunk, bro. Hurry up, pop the trunk. Pop the trunk. I just grabbed his legs, threw him in there. And after that, he took the car, and he took the car with the body, and I was gone. I was at home. So this morning he came and dropped the car off over. He wanted me to get rid of everything. Like dump the car, black eye, all that together. And I was scared too. Like I was scared he was gonna do the same to me if I ain't do what he said. Cause like you see me, I can't really do nothing. He bigger than me, I can't do nothing. So I just did what he said. And I was coming towards Williamsburg, and then that's when I got stopped. And then he popped the trunk, and then he shot my body in there.
What's Mike's last name?
Robinson.
Mike Robinson. Okay. So let's go back and tell the story again. Okay. When you said that your homeboys were gonna set Mike up, who all is that? Look, man, you doing right?
It was a few people, but it was only one person. It was only one person that pulled. Like
Let's start with him, okay? Cameron.
Mhm.
What's Cameron's last name? How old is Cameron?
I think it's about my age, 18,
Okay.
19.
All right. And what did he say to you when he called, or when y'all were together, or whatever, about setting Mike up?
He was like, hey, bro. You know Mike loved us, so all I need you to do is just, he wanted me to just like get him high or whatever. And then he just took over the rest. And that's all he wanted me to do.
All right. So you said that he was bringing you back home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you live?
In Richwood.
Okay. What's your address? Where were y'all, if your house is at, where were y'all kind of?
My house, it come down to an intersection.
Mm-hmm.
And at the intersection, you would make a right.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like right there on that street, because it's like super dark. You know, like you can't see nothing really.
Okay. Alright, so we got Cameron. He was the shooter, right? What did he shoot him with?
He had a Taurus 9.
How do you know that?
Like I saw it was like a Taurus 9, he had a extended clip.
Okay. Alright, who else all was there?
Nobody really.
Come on, man. You already told me that a few people were there. You're doing really good, okay? You're doing the best thing you can do to help yourself. I hate to see you just give me a little and then hold out on a little, but then I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. Does that make sense? I believe you. I can see that you're telling the truth, but let's just go ahead and tell the whole story.
I was with my cousin. He was at my house with me.
Who's your
So
son?
he was just chilling with me. Cousin Smiley.
Who?
Smiley.
Smiley. What's his last name? Okay. What was his role in this deal?
He really didn't have a role. He was just like, he was just at my house with me chilling.
Yeah.
And after that, he was like, I wouldn't say he was a driver because he wasn't. Like, he was just in his own car. And Cameron was in the car with him. So, yeah, so when we had hit the street, they was already parked, like, probably by my house, because they was smoking. So they was just outside smoking, kind of by my house. After that, when we had hit the street, that's when he had came around the corner to the dark street to my car, and then, yeah, what I told you before.
Yeah. When was all this?
Last night.
Last night, about what time?
I say me and my cousin, we had left out about 1-something, but like we didn't pick Cameron up to about, I don't know, 3-something maybe. And then we was just, I don't remember going home till like 6-something in the morning after all that.
What time do you think the shooting happened?
I want to say around 3 or 4 maybe, because it was still pretty dark.
Yeah. Alright. So what happened after it? Did you just walk home from there, or you drove the car?
Yeah, no, I didn't drive the car after the shooting. After I helped him put the body in the trunk, he took the car, he drove off. Cause he took the spare tire out the trunk to put Mike in the trunk.
Where did he put the spare tire?
I had no idea, cause I remember seeing him put it in the front seat, so he can like, cause I guess it wouldn't fit in the back seat or whatever, so he just put it in the front seat, and he hurried up and drove off.
Yeah. Did he tell you where he was going last night?
No, he stayed with me.
Yeah. Where did he live?
I don't know the exact house. I know it's Doty Lane though.
Okay.
If I can get my phone though, I can pull up the house number for the.
Well, we can get to that. Alright, tell me about today then.
Today he called me. It was about 11-something. I was still sleeping. He woke me up. He called me. He was like, hey, I need you to go take this car and take this body to me. I'm like, what you mean? Like, what you mean? What you want me to do with it? He was like, get rid of it. And like, he was sounding aggressive. So I ain't want to just get into no altercation with him, because I ain't want to end up like Mike. Because he obviously, he had no feeling when he did it, I guess, because, I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, so then what?
After that, yeah, he dropped the car off with the keys, and I had...
At your house, or
It was like...
plan to meet somewhere?
Yeah, we met, like, kind of by my house, but, like, not quite at my house. And after that, I told my mom, I was like, I'm about to go, I'm going to be gone for a little while. She was like, alright. And that's when I left. And I, first I went to Tallulah. Then Delhi then came through Lansboro. And then that's when I got stopped. But he had gave me a spot to go. He told me where I can go trash the stuff in it. So that's what I was really on my way to.
Where was that?
I got like I don't know the specific address. He just sent it to my phone and I just put it in, like tap it to get directions to it and just come up.
Okay. What was your plan when you got there?
I was just gonna leave. I was gonna get out the car, leave the car there, and I was gonna try to get a ride back tomorrow and just try to leave it at there.
What all y'all get off Mike? You said he was loaded.
I know he took Mike's gun.
What kind of gun was that?
Mike had the same gun that he had, so it was both some Tauruses.
All right. What else?
I think that's it, but because when Mike fell, he had his Apple Watch on, and I think his Apple Watch and the phone still in the car, I think. But that's all I know that he took for sure, because he was trying to hurry up and split. So that's all I know.
Was there any dope in the car? Money in the car?
We had smoked it already, so it wasn't nothing really.
So what did you mean when you said that he was loaded?
I don't know. Like, I know me and Mike cool. We was cool. But I ain't, like, he said he was loaded, so I guess, like, he had a lot of money. And he thought that Mike could be had, like, he just carried around cash on him. And he thought he was just going to have a quick little come up.
Hang tight for me just a minute, okay?
You sure you don't want like some chips or something? Thank you.
And a few more. Anything else you can think of that's important? Tell me about where you drove after you picked the car up this morning.
When I picked it up, I went to Tallulah. I went to Tallulah then,
What'd you do in Tallulah?
I went and drove around to it was something like a complex type thing.
Yeah.
I drove to I parked for like 10 minutes and then I pulled out and I left and I went through Dale High. I ate it, I think. The long road that come all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
I was just coming through Dale High.
Tell me about that again. So, how did you get from Tallulah to Delhi?
Tallulah.
On the big 4-lane, like the interstate?
It was like a
Highway 80?
It was like one going this
One
way,
going
one
this way with some trees on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was good. And that's the way I got to Dale High. I got gas in Dale High, and then that's when I came.
Where'd you get gas at? You don't have to tell me the name of it if you can just kind of tell me where it's at when you're driving through Dale High.
It was like right by Dale High School.
Okay.
The gas station right there.
Okay. All right. So then you're headed to Winsboro. Tell me again why you were coming here exactly.
He wanted me to
Who?
Cameron, he wanted me to leave the car in the body. He wanted me to dump it.
Okay. Alright. Did you ever let Cameron know that you got stopped? Do you think he knows by now that you got stopped? Was he expecting you to let him know when you were done, or was he supposed to come pick you up?
He blocked me on everything. Like, he was stressing it so hard that we delete everything that we sent back and forth. So, like, as of right now, like, he got me blocked, so I can't contact him.
How
How are you gonna get picked up?
Yeah. How are you gonna get back to Monroe?
I was gonna call my girlfriend. She was gonna bring me to the door.
Okay. What's her name? Hey, this doesn't have anything to do with anything, but who's your dad?
My dad,
What's he do for a living?
he's here.
Over at Ridgewood?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Have you talked to him?
I haven't talked to him, but
Do you live in his house? Okay. And what's your mom's name? And she knew that you were leaving? Okay. Tell me about the shooting. Just a little bit more. You're doing good.
Let's try to focus on the location, exactly where it happened.
I'm not real
Like,
familiar with Ridgewood,
I
okay?
can show y'all like exactly where it was at.
That's Brown Street.
Okay, coming down Brown, my house like right here is here. So, cause here's a church right here.
Can you put it on that thing where you shows the houses are? Hang on, it is. So you can see the houses. Okay.
So your house right here, this my house right here.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousin Cameron, they was parked right here. And when Cameron got out the car, he came all the way to this corner right here.
Just walking?
Yeah, like he walked right here, like it's not that far.
Mm-hmm.
And we was like, it's a building right here, and it's like no lights now right there. So it was like right here, like in the middle of the street right here.
On Robinson Street?
Yes, sir.
Right in front of this building where this building used to be? Or?
Yes, sir. Like
That north and south.
Mm-hmm.
So west of Brown, on Robinson, in front of that. Is that building abandoned?
This might be an old picture.
Yeah, it's something else.
But it's dark right there?
Yes, sir.
So basically the corner of Brown and Robinson.
Yes, sir.
In Ridge. Okay.
And then there's bullet holes in the car.
Cause you remember I told you Mike was
Yeah.
standing up on the car like this, and Cameron was like, he was standing in front of him right there, and he just started shooting, boom, boom, boom. Mike hit the ground, he was holding his stomach, he was like, bro, you shot me in my stomach. After that, he stood over Mike and shot him in the head, and he wanted me to hurry up and help him put the body in the trunk and all this, so he can spare him.
Yeah. He didn't tell you where he was going? About how many times you think you shot him? You say it the same every time, but when you shot him in the stomach at the very first, do you remember?
It was a few. It wasn't like one or two. It was like 5 or 6 maybe. But I don't think the clip he had was full. Cause he stopped shooting at one point to go get. He went to go get Mike's gun out the car. And he used Mike's gun to finish him off.
He shot Mike in the head with the gun that he got out of the car.
With Mike's gun.
So he shot him with 2 guns, is what you're telling me.
With 2 guns.
Okay. So what else was in the car that he took out?
I think that was it.
Man, you remember just a minute ago how when you started telling me the story, your whole body changed because you're finally getting off your chest what's been in there all day, right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and give me the rest of it. All right. Tell me what all was in the car that he took out. I can see you want to tell me. Yeah.
I don't know. I think he probably could have had some old weed in there maybe, but like I wasn't just really aware of what all he had in his car, cause we was just smoking together, so I wasn't really like scoping the scene or nothing.
Yeah.
I was just doing my part to smoke with him.
Yeah. Where was your cousin Smiley at?
He had his car parked right at the
where you showed us.
Yeah. And Cameron got out of his car. He got out of my cousin's car and walked to the around the corner, and he met us right there.
What's your cousin drive?
It was kind of like the Jeep that looked like a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a suit.
What's the name of the guy? The shooter.
Cameron? Where's Cameron live?
He stayed not too far from me.
Could you show us on it now? Alright, tell me a little bit more about this Jeep. What color is it?
It's silver.
Does Smiley know that you're having to come down here to dump the car and body?
He was like, Smiley was just down here for me. Like he wasn't involved in nothing.
I'm not trying to get Smiley in trouble. I'm just.
Yeah, he was just like.
Why is that?
He was sitting with me.
So was he with y'all when you were smoking?
It was just me and Mike smoking by ourselves.
Were y'all at your house or in the car, or where were you?
We were smoking at some apartment complexes around the corner from my house. These ones right here.
You live in Mitchell Cottages?
No, that's where we was
Oh,
smoking
okay.
at.
Okay. Mitchell Cottages was smoking. And was
Cameron he stayed in this neighborhood right here.
Denton Lane?
But I know what kind of houses be in front of, like, be at his house. Then I got like his exact address on my phone.
Dodie Lane? D-O-D-I-E Lane. Standard.
Who all knows you're here? Not here. Who all knows that you were in the car?
Nobody. It's up Cameron.
Did y'all talk any last night? You and Cameron? Or not last night, I guess it would be this morning.
We talked face to face last night before he drove off. And then he called this morning.
What did he tell you last night, face to face?
Like that's when we was like trying to get the body in the trunk and stuff like that. And after that he just like, look, we weren't really that many words exchanged, but you know, that was the last time we talked face to face. And then last time we really talked was this morning when he was talking about what he wanted me to do with the car and stuff like that.
Okay. Anything else?
You need anything to drink or anything? Got some?
We'll get your last sip. Okay, I'm going to put you back in handcuffs before we leave you. Alright? Go ahead and stand up. Turn around.
And we may have to come back and talk to you.
Yeah, we're going to come back and talk to you again.
You need something, just
holler a little bit.
Can I use the restroom?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we take them to the lab?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I'm Kevin Cobbin, sheriff here, okay? What I'd like to ask you is, you're 100% that's Michael Robinson in the trunk of that car,
Yes, sir.
right? You know him, he's a friend of yours,
Yes, sir.
you know him, and you know that's who that is,
Yes, sir.
okay? Have we shown him a picture of Michael Robinson?
No, this is not Michael Robinson.
Hold on one second.
Do you have a picture of Michael Robinson in your phone?
Mm-hmm.
You want him to show us a picture of him?
Sure.
Listen, I'm gonna let you put your passcode in. Don't call anybody, don't text anybody, and don't try to crash your phone, okay? Just pulling up his Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's his car in the background there?
Mm-hmm. Is this one right here?
That's just pulling up his Facebook page, which is also his.
I'm gonna get one picture and show him, okay? I'm gonna get the 20, just for my deal. Just because his appearance has changed a little bit.
Okay, put it back on airplane mode. Who is that?
Yes, Cameron. He just got a little bit more hair, but there's him right there.
He's got a little bit more hair now, or he's got a little bit more hair in this picture than he does now?
He got a little bit more right now than he do in this picture.
Okay, what else is different now than in this picture?
I think that's about it. Like, he really got, like, dread type hair now.
Okay.
He got some tattoos on his arm.
And just for the recorder, is there anywhere that his name is on this picture?
Mm-mm.
You don't see his name anywhere.
No.
You just know who that is because you saw the picture.
No.
And who is he?
Cameron.
Cameron?
Cameron Fell.
Okay.
Can we close this?
Sure. Well, just pull it too, because it's locked.
Okay.
It's him.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
What's Smiley's name? But he goes by Smiley.
Mm-hmm.
Who all else did you tell me about?
It was just him. Him and Cameron.
Here's what we're doing now, okay? We want to search your phone. Alright? You've already showed us stuff in it, but we just want to make it official, okay? So I'm just filling out a consent to search. We're not going to tear it up or anything like that. It's just easy. We put in your passcode. That's it, okay? Tell me your name again.
Maichel Mitchell.
What's your address? said that they call that Richwood or Monroe?
Richwood.
Like on a mailing address?
It would be Richwood.
Okay. What's your passcode?
905-9925.
905-9925. All I'm doing right now is just getting... Where's the tag going?
Just let it look at you.
How do you remember a passcode that long?
You don't have to, you got his face on it.
Are you signing that right there? I know I ask you this like a lot, but right now I'm your butler, so you need anything else? All right.
You don't want to know about your tips or anything right now? Good?
What you got Cam saved in your phone or anything?
Chasing off regular. Oh no, that's my fraternity brother Cam. He wasn't saving my phone. It was.
What's his phone number?
I don't think I had. But we was
You don't have his phone number?
me and Cam. We was texting off.
Look at him. We've been good so far, okay?
I'm like honestly. Like now I can't even search for it.
Do you know his phone number?
I could, I know, I can get his phone number from my best friend, because I know they used to text.
Yeah, what's his Facebook?
In a second interview, things take a crazy turn. After detectives interview other people, Michael's original story changed after being confronted by facts. So let's get into it.
How am I going to prove that, one, was even there? Two, that he shot him? Right now, the only person I got is you. You were driving the car. You have the opportunity because you've got the guns, right? I've got videos of you with a gun, with a Ruger, with an extended clip that you said he got shot with, that your cousin said that you only had 6 bullets in, which is exactly how many went into this guy's stomach before he got shot in the face. Everything just points to you. And nothing points to Cameron. He's going to be a free man shortly. And you're going to be in here for first-degree murder because you did all this by yourself with no help.
Smiley didn't see me with a gun. He didn't. I'm telling you, I did not get in Smiley's car with the gun. I got in his car with myself, and I had my weed and the reloads to roll up with. So after that, I told him like I was finna go with Mike, and at that point he went and got gas, and he went and picked Cameron up. Cause when we was there at first, Cameron was not with us. So when he left to go get gas and handle his business or whatever. Cameron was back with him.
How does he know Cameron?
He know Cameron through me.
Has he ever been around him before?
Smiley, that was his first time being around him. After that,
Okay, so let's stop. Smiley, he left you. Did you give him instructions to go do something? Go pick somebody up?
no.
So he was riding around, going to get gas, and how did he wind up with Cameron?
I did tell him to go pick Cameron up.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the stuff you can't mess up on.
But I wasn't with him at that point. He went to go get gas. He was picking Cameron up. So around the time we got finished smoking, they was just posted up at the building, waiting on me.
Did Smiley at any point in time know what was about to happen?
He wasn't in on nothing. He was just here.
So you used him for, why did you call him to start off with?
At first we was just like, me and Smiley was chilling. Cause that's my,
kick it.
yeah, we was smoking over there because that's my cousin.
Right.
And at that point, yeah.
So he didn't know, Smiley had no idea what was about to happen to Mike, or that Mike was going to get robbed. Okay, Smiley told us that when he got with you, y'all smoked a little bit, and then you directed him to go pick up two of your homeboys that he don't know through the neighborhood, and you guys picked up two people.
Who was the other one?
He said one was in my passenger side that was still at Richwood High School. The one in the back had like a scruffy a beard, but he had a young face.
Pat.
Pat who?
I don't know his last name. Cause we don't go to school together no more.
Who was the one sitting beside? Was it Cameron? Sitting beside who? Okay, who did he pick up? He said y'all were there, and you directed him through the neighborhood. He don't know where the hell was that. He's from Baxter, to pick up two guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who were the two guys that Smiley when he picked up?
That would be Jay and Pat.
Jay and Pat.
What's Jay's real name? Whole name?
Jawan. I don't know his last name.
Come on, Michael. Help me here.
I'm
trying to help you, okay?
I'm trying to.
You care about your cousin?
I do.
Okay, if you do, this is how you help him.
I'm giving y'all everything I know.
Alright, so tell Jawan and Pat. What's Pat's name?
Patrick.
Patrick what?
I don't know.
Where do they go to school?
Richwood.
Are they both still in school at Richwood?
I believe so.
Which one had the beard?
Pat.
And they live in Richwood?
Mm-mm.
What does Juan look like? Does he have any facial hair?
Nah, he
Yeah.
a little shorter than me, dreads, dark skin.
They got Facebooks? What's Juan's? That's it? The whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
What's Pat's?
I seen that
I
one.
don't have Pat's on Facebook.
Alright. So he picks up Juan and Pat. And then what?
We go back and we all start smoking back. We
Where?
at the spot by my house.
Same place you and him were smoking before?
Mm-hmm. And we picked them up, and we all smoked together too. So I left them. They was all in the car together at the spot. And that's when Mike pulled up to come get me. And then Mike left. We was smoking. And after that, he takes me.
Okay, let's stop right there. So, you direct Smiley to go pick up these two dudes, Jawan and Pat. Y'all go back and y'all start smoking.
Mm-hmm. Cause they want the match.
That's fine.
and then y'all sitting there smoking, and then Mike shows up to pick you up.
Mm-hmm. And after
So
that,
you hop in the car with him, and then you two leave and go.
we go smoke again. Me and Mike go smoke.
Where do you and Mike go smoke at?
We smoked at the apartment complex, like on the next street behind my house. The ones I showed y'all.
Okay. And then you just leave your cousin with Jawan and Patrick, two dudes he don't even know. Right.
They cool people, but yeah.
All right, that's what I'm saying. But I'm telling you this because that's what he told us.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I don't even know these dudes. He goes, I got to know them. He goes, but I didn't really know them. Who was the one when you left? Who was the one in the back seat?
They were both in the back seat because it was four.
You was in the front seat.
Yeah, I was in the passenger.
Passenger seat. Okay. Who? Okay. Who was sitting behind Smiley in the back seat? Do you remember? Pat.
Because I remember.
But Pat was the bigger, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, where does Cameron Powell come in?
He came in like after I left them. So after that, he was like send me the gas money, bro. I'm about to go get the gas, and I'm about to go scoop Cam up.
Okay. So
How did he know where to go scoop Cam up?
yeah.
I gave him Cam's address.
Through, how'd you do that?
We was on FaceTime, so we was on the phone talking at that point.
So you just knew what Cam's address
I
was?
went to the house though. I could have pulled it up. I could have pulled it up on my phone too to show you the same thing.
Alright.
That's where y'all picked him up from, right?
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with Cam?
What you mean?
There's something wrong in his head?
He kind of, but I want to say he just something wrong with him. But he kind of,
Is he throwed off a little bit?
He stutter a lot. He kind of act like he on edge sometimes. Like he act like he on edge sometimes. I wouldn't say he throwed off or nothing like that.
Alright. So how did you and Cam line up when it was going to go down and where?
Because I remember I told you we had been talking about it the day before that. So he wanted to make it fall into place the day after.
But where? Like, how did he know? How did y'all end up on in the same spot?
Me and Cam.
Yeah.
Because he was at the spot with my cousin. And Mike was dropping me off back at the side street where he picked me up from. And after that, he walked from the parking lot, and I was like walking. Like I didn't walk far away, but I was still there because I saw everything. But he was right there, yeah, and they was chopping it up or whatever. And he ended up getting Mike out the car, like posted up on the car or whatever, and they still talking.
So did Mike shoot back in him?
Cause Mike, I don't think Mike seen it coming. Mike was just standing there. After that, he shot at Mike. Mike hit the ground, fell back by the back tire of the car. And after that, cause I was standing, I would say it was a good distance between me and the car. But I could see what Cam was doing. He went after Mike was on the ground. He was hollering real loud. He was like, And he went to the driver's side. He was feeling under the seat.
How did he went to the driver's side?
Like he went to, cause Cam, he was standing they were standing in front of each other. So when Mike hit the ground, he wasn't in front of the door nothing no more, cause he fell by the back tire of the car. So he walked up to the driver's side and started feeling under the seat, and he pulled out a gun, and then he shot him right there in the head.
Alright. And then when did Smiley come around the corner?
He came around the corner after that. Cause he was finna go. He heard the shots. He came around the corner. He left.
But see, you told me that Smiley never saw you.
You just said that here sitting there, that Smiley never saw you from the time that you left him to go with Mike, that you never saw Smiley again.
Y'all say after the shooting.
Well, hell, that was after the
is
shooting.
It's just Smiley just turned around the
He
corner.
saw me. He turned.
I know he did, because he told us he did.
Mm-hmm.
We know a lot of things.
But at that point, Cam was gone already. So he.
Okay, where did Cam go?
Where did Cam go? You told me that Cam left in the car.
That's what I said. Y'all try to make me.
No,
Y'all
I'm
trying
not
to
making
switch me
you
up. I'm
make-
telling. I already told. I know what I told y'all. I'm saying Cam left in the car. At the point Smiley came around the corner, Cam was already gone.
With the dead guy in the trunk.
Yes.
Come on now. Let's stop. So I'm not trying to cross you up. Here's what I'm trying to do. All of this whole story has to go into a report that I have to write.
I understand.
Right? So when I send this thing up the chain and I say, hey, Maichel Mitchell didn't shoot this guy. He helped set him up. He needs his legs switched, but he didn't pull the trigger. Right?
Yes, sir.
Because that's what you want my report to say, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, to do that, I have to have all of my facts straight.
I understand.
But let me tell you what. Right now, I've got it on 2 recordings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got one that says Smiley was around the corner. He never saw me after the shooting. Me and Cam loaded the body up, and then Cam left in the car. All right. Then I got Smiley saying, we heard the shooting. We drove around the corner. There was Maichel Mitchell. No Cam. And you say Cam was gone already. And then I got another story just now that me and Cam loaded up the body. He jumps in the car and leaves. And now you're just standing there.
Now, look, Smiley has nothing to lose. Well, he has a lot to lose, but he's not involved. So he told us a story that makes sense, that's understandable.
Your story's the one it's not jiving.
You
And
sure?
here's why I think that, okay? I think that you're telling us a ton of truth. Like 95% of what you're saying is true. But 5% you're trying to keep a homeboy out of a pinch, or maybe not quite sound so bad.
I'm just trying to I'm just trying to keep them out the way because they didn't.
But you can't keep them out of the way. Let me keep them out of the way. Let me do my
I'm
job.
gonna do it.
I'm gonna keep them out of the way. Have I put anybody else in jail? No. Have I already talked to Smiley? Yes. Is Smiley in jail? No. Smiley's at home. Let me keep them out of the way. You need to tell me the whole story, or you gonna get in the way more than you already are.
Because Smiley's done told us a different story. Okay, he says they're sitting in the car, him, I'm assuming Jay and Pat, 2 dudes he don't know. He's getting to know him. Like, he's in a car for 4 hours with him because you just bounced and he don't know where you at. So they're sitting around the corner and they hear, well, he don't hear it. He said one of the guys sitting next to him goes, did you hear that? He's like, what? Turns the radio down. He goes, that's gunshots. And then you FaceTime him. Now, mind you, we're going to get all that FaceTime stuff. We're going to get all that stuff. You FaceTime Smiley. Smiley goes, what? And you were telling Smiley that you shot this dude.
The guy pulled a gun on you, and you had to shoot him back.
That's what Smiley's saying to us. So Smiley bounced around the corner. He said, I turned right. As soon as I hit the intersection and my lights shine across that car, and I see that body on the ground, because I stopped. He said, well, I ain't no part of this shit.
Who's the only person there? A black Camaro with orange stripes. Maichel Mitchell and Mike.
Or the dead guy.
Ain't nobody else there. That's the picture that we got painted, and you know what? That makes sense.
Now this is what he's got nothing, unless he's involved in trying to cover himself. Smiley's got nothing to lose.
I just don't want you covering for somebody that ain't covering for you.
And he never saw Cameron. He never saw Cam that night, according to him.
He looked at a picture of Cameron and said, I ain't never seen that man before in my life.
I said, well, he not trying to cover for his dude, bro. This is.
How does he even know him? Why would he cover for some random guy and not cover for his cousin? That don't make any sense.
It don't.
Did you FaceTime him and tell him this happened?
I FaceTimed him after shooting happened.
Okay. And what did you tell him?
I was like, bro, this dude just got shot. Like, and there's.
Look here, let me say this, okay? You 18? I was 18 once. There wasn't many things that mattered to me when I was 18. Alright? I'm a little guy. Right? Look at me. I'm a whole 150 pounds. I'm a little bigger than you, but I'm a lot older than you too. You took a video of that car and then sent it to your girlfriend. You remember what you were saying? That you were in a shooting and all this other stuff. Alright?
Okay.
That's to sound tough, right?
I'm finna tell you what happened.
Alright.
Good.
So it wasn't no plan to save Michael. Wasn't no plan. I called my cousin. We just linked up. We was smoking. We was chilling. And after that, I told him I was finna link up with Mike. I'm finna go, you know. But before that, we picked my homeboys up, so we was just
So
chilling.
y'all did drive around. Smiley's right. Y'all did drive around and pick up two dudes.
Yeah, Pat and Jay.
Pat and Jay.
Mm-hmm. And at that point, we go back to my neighborhood. We smoking. After that, cause me and Mike cool. I was like, I chased Mike. I was like trying to match, pull up on me. He pulled up on me, and we went to the apartment complex to start
So
smoking.
you got out of the car with Smiley and got in the car with Mike, and y'all went away to somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So Smiley's story's true up until this point. What he's told us.
And when he left, me and Mike, we was chilling for a few hours. Like, so after that, he had texted me. He was like, "Yeah, send me a few dollars for some gas. So I can go get some gas." Went to go get some gas. He left. He told me that's what he was finna do, so that's what he did. And after he was finished, he told me he was back over there.
So Smiley went, got gas, hung out, whatever, for like 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then he texted you back and said that he's back at the spot, which is the same spot y'all were smoking at earlier in the night,
Mm-hmm.
with Pat and Jay.
Yeah.
Okay. And right now you're still with Mike.
I'm still with Mike at this
Okay.
point.
Go from there. What happened after that?
So after that, we left the apartment. So I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm ready to go home." And Mike, he was like, he was looking kind of frustrated at that. Like, he was like blowing his breath real hard. He was like, "Alright." Through the car and park, he was being kind of aggressive.
Where were you at right now?
At this point, we was leaving the apartments.
Y'all were driving.
Yeah,
Okay.
like pulling out of apartments, and he was going super fast, hitting the corners all lit. Cause when you leave the apartment, it would go make a left, then there would be the long street, the dark street, right there. So I was getting out. He pulled around with the car facing the car would be facing the opposite way that we came. So you can like drive straight off. So at that point, I was getting out the car like, "Alright, Mike, bro, I'ma fuck with you." Like saying goodbye, really. And then Mike was standing. At that point, he was standing at the car. He was like posted up on the car, like I told y'all. Mike, I turned around. Mike had his gun in his hand. Like he was like drawing it towards me. And I was scared. I didn't know what to do. So I turned around, I shot him. And I didn't stop shooting till the bullets ran out.
Hey, this is a step in the right direction, okay? Getting it off your chest.
Oh, what the fuck is right here, man? I'm only 18.
Do you know why Mike pulled a gun on you?
Like Mike, he liked to smoke. like he smoked, and I stay with weed. Like I don't sell it, but like I stay with a decent amount of it for my own personal use. So when we was smoking, like I pulled out my bag of weed, like to.
How much did you have?
Like
a zip?
About a zip.
How much did Mike have?
Mike had he already had his blunt rolled up, so he just pulled up.
That's all he had?
Yeah, he pulled up with his blunt rolled up, and when we was in the car, he opened the little dash, pulled out the reloads. He was like, "You can come and roll up." After that, I pulled my weed out. I was like pulling a few buds out so I can roll me a blunt up. And he was like, as I'm rolling up, like I can see him looking. I saw him looking at me through the corner of my eye. Like I just saw him staring. He wasn't looking at me though. He was staring at the weed that I had sitting in my lap. But I ain't just look over there at him. I was just like, I didn't think nothing of it. I was just rolling my blunt. So after that, we was smoking. We was high with him. I was like, yeah. And after that, I told him I was ready to go. So after that, yeah. I was like dapping him up, all right, bro. I'll see you later with him. And he was like as I was walking, like when I was getting out the car, Mike got out the car too. Like he to post up on the car. And like once I came from around, like
so you came around the back, out the passenger side and around the back.
No, I didn't like come around, but I was like walking on that side.
Mm-hmm.
So from where the car was at, I came around right here, and I was just like I was behind the car at this point, finna walk back home, and I turned around. I seen Mike. He was like had the gun in his hand, like.
Did he say anything to you to make you turn around and look at him?
I just looked back because I ain't have a good feeling about that. Because like, why you standing out the car watching me? He don't never do that when he drop me off. Like he don't.
So it would typically you would just get out.
Yeah, and
bounce,
he would just drive off.
And he would just drive off. But for some reason the car didn't move.
He didn't move.
He got out.
He was standing on the car, and that wasn't what he usually do.
Okay.
So I looked back. I seen him pulling up with the motion.
Where did you have your gun at?
It was in my
front,
in my hoodie pocket.
In your pocket. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't have the safety on. I had one in the head already. So once I seen it, my first reaction, I just pulled mine out and I just started going, and I didn't stop until I ran out.
And okay, after that, he still falls to the ground like you're talking about. And then what happened?
So when I went for his gun and I shot him in the head.
Where was his gun laying at?
Under the seat.
I thought you said he had it out on the side.
You had to like dig, cause at first when we was smoking, it was like he had it tucked right here between the center console and the seat.
Mm-hmm.
And when we was driving, like I was like, we was smoking. It was right though, cause he had the lights on in the car, so I could physically see. I saw the clip, but I didn't see the whole gun. Like I just saw the grip part in the clip sticking out from right there. So I'm like I saw it. Like I'm aware that he had the gun in the car.
Okay. Yeah. So, but you said you saw when he got out, he raised up on you. Did he have the gun in his hand?
He had the gun in his hand.
The same gun that was in the car?
The TARS. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then when he raised up on you and you, to defend yourself, you shot him. But where did you grab hit? Where was his gun at? The one that he had in his hand was going to raise up. Did he have two guns? Or did he have one?
He got two guns. He had.
So where was the one he had in his hand when you went to go get him?
When he hit the ground, I don't know where the gun went, but I know he still had the ones tucked to the side right there. So I went for that one. I wasn't trying to go for the one that he had on him. I was trying to go for that one in the car. So yeah, I took that one out the car. I took the safety off and shot him in the head.
Okay. Okay.
Where did the other gun go that was on the ground?
I don't know.
Ever? You don't know where it went ever?
Because when I put the body in the trunk, like I was.
Okay, so this
Let's stop. Let's slow down. Okay.
Okay.
We're all
look,
right.
look. You feel a lot better now. You're getting off your chest. So, when they hear the shots, you FaceTime Smiley. Smiley told us what you said. So they come around the corner. Does Smiley get out of the car at all?
He didn't get out the car at all.
Who got out of that car to come help you load the body?
Pat did.
That was a dude in the back seat.
With the beard. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you told, I guess through the phone, did you tell them, come help me do this?
I was like,
how did Pat know to get out
You're
of the car?
not jamming them up. Okay?
No, you're not.
We're
I
just
was
putting
just
people
like-
in the store.
I was like, bro, I just shot this dude. Like, I don't know what to do. Can you come over here? I'm like, I don't know what to do. So he drove around the corner and he stopped. Like, he flashed the lights from where we was there. And I was like, I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do. Can somebody like help me at least put it in the trunk or something? And Pat got out. He helped me put the body in the trunk. And I drove off. Like, I drove off. I hit the car and
Where did you drive the car to?
I drove it was like a block away from my house.
Okay.
It was close but not close, but it was in the
Right
air.
where you took the picture of it.
Mhm.
Now, what did Smiley and the rest of them two dudes do?
After that, they just looked. I got in. He was like,
Did you talk to them anymore after that?
I did talk to Smiley after that, cause it was on my mind. Like I had never done nothing like this before. I didn't know what to do, so I just went to him. I was like, bro, what am I supposed to do? He was telling me, he was like, just try to be cool, like keep your head on straight. Try to keep a clear head about it.
Well, let's go to another real side point. Did Cameron have anything to do with this? So Cameron is totally innocent.
Where did you come up with Cameron?
You
don't like him, or
he jacked me for some money. He jacked me for a large amount of money a while back. Like,
that's it?
but yeah, it was at gunpoint. But
So Cameron robbed you one time.
yeah, he
At
robbed me.
gunpoint. Alright, so let's talk about something easier, okay? I know this is tough. Where are the guns that Mike had and that you shot Mike with? Where are they now?
I gave him the pack. I gave him to him, like after he helped me with the body, he asked for the guns. He was like, what are guns at? I ran to the car and grabbed both of the guns and I gave them to him. And he split, and that's when they had a look.
He split with Smiley.
Mm-hmm.
What is Pat in your phone as?
Like I didn't text Pat.
No, it's okay. What is Pat in your phone as? How do you? If I gave you your phone right now, how would you get in touch with him?
That's the thing. Like I didn't get in touch with him. Jay got in touch with him.
All right. How do we get in touch with Jay?
Does Jay in your phone's got a phone number and number?
He's Facebook, AIJ.
So y'all don't talk. You don't have a phone number for either one of Jay or Pat.
Nah.
Look now, you've done all this. We're gonna get a phone number for Jay, and then I'm gonna put that phone number in your phone and see if you
It
can
doesn't
talk.
matter. It's not.
It doesn't matter.
We're gonna find him.
It just helps. It just helps me not have to go kick in Jay's mama's door. I can just call Jay on the phone.
His name would be Jay with two leads beside.
To what?
Two leads, like the leaf
I see.
emoji.
Yeah.
That's him. But Pat and I don't have. We picked Pat up through Jay.
Jay too. Alright, so he got both guns. And then did you leave the house just looking for somewhere to dump the car? Is that kind of why you were riding around just trying to find a spot out in the country?
Mm-hmm.
So you had no general direction. You just trying to find somewhere.
I was just trying to something so I can keep the car so I can go home.
I'm proud of you.
Man, look,
I hope you believe that. Have I lied to you or been ugly to you since we've been together? Yesterday or today, have I been ugly to you, lied at you, hollered at you, anything like that?
No, sir.
Do you have any reason to believe what I'm telling you is not true?
I believe.
I'm proud of you.
you know, look, I know that what you did was a bad, horrible thing.
I'm not proud of that.
Yeah,
But look, if he pulled up on you with a gun and you were in fear for your life, then that helps you. And if that part is true,
that's all I did. I was scared, bro. Like,
if that part is true, we will try to help you. Because I don't want to see you. You seem like a good kid. I can't believe that you.
You're the smartest kid.
I'm not a bad kid at all.
You're the smartest kid that we have interviewed in this whole thing, far and away. You know everybody's real names. Your mama and stepdaddy are both smart and speak well of you. Ain't nobody said anything bad about you. Facebook is full of people talking about how good of a kid you are. I really believe that. I believe you did a bad thing in a bad minute. Okay? But the best thing you can do for you and us and for your heart is be sure that we know every single detail. I know it's tough right now, but I'm telling you, it's the only thing that's going to make you feel better. Truth is the only thing that's going to set you free. Okay? So now, here's what we need to do. Here's the next things I need to do. I need to know everywhere you went, and I need to put my hands on those guns. Okay? Because I don't need anybody else getting jammed up. I don't want Pat to get jammed up with some murder weapons that he didn't have anything to do with, right? I need to go get Cameron out of jail. Alright? So, how am I going to need to get in touch with Pat to get these guns back? Because he ain't going to want to talk to the police. Where they live.
Pat stay in Tanglewood. I don't know exactly where.
What about Jay?
Jay he stay in some houses like across the highway from me, Bell River.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a housing complex.
Alright. What about the rubber gloves?
I didn't have any gloves on when I was in the car or nothing, like, cause it all happened so fast. Like, I didn't even put gloves on to put the body in the
So
trunk.
they may just be random pair of rubber gloves.
I think so. I think that was already there. But yeah.
Well, look, I know you feel relieved and you feel a little terror right now. But if the story you're telling me is true, you're in a much better spot
That's right.
than you were before this.
If there's any two people that are going to help you, we will. Okay?
Y'all gonna help me?
I'm not going to jam you up.
I'm not telling you that I'm going to get you out of this. I'm telling you that if I can help you, I'm going to help you. Alright? You can believe that or you can not believe that, but you can walk back. You can walk back to where you're going and knowing that I'm fixing to leave here and I'm going to do the best I can we're going to make this go the best way we can. Okay? Is there anything else? I'm out of questions. I don't have any more questions. But is there anything else you want to go ahead and tell us?
Did we forget?
We're probably not coming back, okay?
You see, that's all I can think for.
All right.
I turned my recorder on late, but I got 10:59.
All right. Show the statement completed. 10:59. Detective Jeffrey Gordon, Detective Patrick Marshall.